Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the video lecture on Python Django full stack web development. So currently discussing with the front end part JavaScript. So inside the JavaScript in the previous lecture, we have gone with the working of some of the commands in console. Okay. So in today's class, we are going to see how to make the connectivity between JavaScript and the HTML. So that is the part 2. So first part, we have gone with the execution of commands in console. So coming for connecting the JavaScript. So come for the demo here. We learned quite a bit in the last lecture. So let's take a break and just show you how to connect the JavaScript to an HTML. So how many files we are taking? One is the HTML file, the other one is the JavaScript file. And now you have to show the connectivity between the JavaScript to an HTML. Okay, so we open up the Autumn text editor and browser for this. So let's have the demo before you go for the exercise. Okay, so come for the Autumn text editor. So under the Autumn text editor, so you create a new folder called JavaScript. So I have created the new folder. Here you can see you have created the new folder here. So under that, first you go with a new file. So go for new file. So Untitled, you click and make it HTML. So select HTML here. So HTML tree setter. So next again go for the new file. So take the new file and under this you take it as JavaScript. So type JavaScript here. So JavaScript is tree setter. So you'll be getting JavaScript. So first go with HTML and save the contents. So while saving the contents, so go for save. So take this one as part2.html because it is the part 2 what we are seeing, the connectivity between HTML and the JavaScript. So I will be naming it as part2.html. So and for the JavaScript, so you save under part2.js. So save this particular content, go for the HTML. So under HTML, you create a HTML tag. So when you have the HTML, so you'll be having HTML followed with a head, followed with a title. So under the title, you give the connect as the title because you are connecting the HTML with the JavaScript. So under the body, you go for the heading. So under that, connect HTML with JS. So you have the connectivity for HTML with the JS. So under the title, so now you have to add the script content. So because you need to have the connectivity between the HTML and the JavaScript, so I had the script inside that head. Okay, this is inside the head, but before the title. So here you have the something called script. So give it a script source. Okay, so take only this much script source. Where is the source you are taking? That is the JavaScript source. So JavaScript source, so what is the file name? So we have taken it as part2.js. So this is a script we have taken. Okay, so connecting the HTML. So now you save the contents. So when you save the contents, now you go with a JavaScript part. So this is the, you have saved this particular thing. You have not written any JavaScript code. So go for file, save the contents, go for edit, you take the copy path and open Chrome browser, and in that you paste that particular thing. So it is telling you connect HTML with a JS. But the thing is, you are not getting the script file executed. So in order to get the script file executed, go with a JavaScript file and write the code for that one. Okay. So previously we have gone with so many Java commands. So Java commands we have seen like console, alert, prompt, etc. So what does the alert will do? Yes, what does the alert will do? You can type in the chat box. So we have, okay, it will print the statement which we type. Okay, good. So alert will print the statement which we type. So similarly, what the prompt will do? Prompt. So prompt will take the value. Okay. So take the value given by the user. So prompt, it will ask you a question and user should give the value for that particular question. So that will be the prompt. And for the alert, it will print the statement which we type. Okay. So as alert, we consider it as printf statement. Prompt is considered as a scanf statement. Okay. So inside this, we are going to have the simple process. So I'll be taking the alert. So you can take welcome to our bank. Okay, so I will be taking the particular thing. So welcome to bank. Next, you are going to deposit the amount. So I will be taking it as where deposit is equal to. So you have to get that particular prompt. So prompt in that enter the amount for deposit. So take it as enter the amount for the deposit because it is what is the code you are taking? You are going to save the amount into your bank account. So I will be taking like this. So once you give the enter the amount, so you should get it as alert. So you can take you deposited. Okay, so you deposited this much amount. So where is that value? What the amount you have given? So when you ask you for enter the amount, you will give something called 50 or 100, and that value is been stored in the deposit variable. Understand carefully what the value you are giving here, that will be stored in the deposit. So now you need to print that particular value. So for that, you take it as your deposit plus deposit. So that means it is going to concatenate or add the append the value stored in the deposit here. Okay. So after that, now I'm giving it as you deposited. So then you can get the something called alert. So under alert, so you can take it as transaction success. Okay, so this is the code what we have written. So go for file, save the contents. Now go for the HTML. So now you see the Java. Now when you go for the execution of the HTML part, so what you give inside the body of the HTML will not be executed. So first JavaScript file is being executed, then followed by the contents. So this page says, because I've given it under alert, welcome to bank. Okay. So now it is asking enter the amount for deposit. So I give it as 100. So it is showing you deposited 100. Now after pressing OK, see what happens. So you are getting transaction success. If you give OK, now it is showing like a connect HTML with JS. That means script file is going to be executed first, followed by the HTML file. Understanding what I am telling? So, so when you refresh, so first the script file is going to execute. So all the script contents are executed, then the HTML contents are going to execute. So, but if you want the HTML, then the script, if you want the HTML part to be executed, followed with a script. So remove this particular script. So you cut here. Next, before the slash body, you paste it here. Now you give the script as this one. So don't give anything under thing. So now you see how you are going to get. Go for file, save the contents, go for edit, copy the path, and now you paste that one here. Okay, so now it is showing welcome to bank. Okay, okay. So now you are getting with a HTML file. So that is the main thing what you are going to have it here. So script, first the body will be executed, then the script will be executed. So now you see, suppose I cut it and I paste it after the body. Okay, so after the body, so if you paste it, so let's see what happens. So go and execute. So it is taking you to the same file is been executed. So that is the demo on this particular thing. So how to connect with the JavaScript with the HTML and how to execute this particular thing. Understood? So basically where the script will be written in the head part only, followed by the HTML content. But in the worst case, you can have the script file before the slash body also. Okay, so that is how we connect the HTML with the JavaScript. Okay, so now you come for the exercise. So go with that is the part 2, connecting JavaScript with the HTML. Now you come for the part 3. So part 3, first JavaScript exercise. So before you go on to the some other concepts, so we shall have the practice with your new skills. We will create a very simple website that takes in weight in imperial pounds. So take the weight in pounds and convert it into the kg. So the simple thing is you have to create a simple website that takes in weight and pounds. So what is the input you are going to give? Pound, that is LBS. This is the input what you are going to give, and you are going to convert that into kg. Okay, so convert pounds into kg. That for that, what is the formula and how you are going to convert? So let's have. So here input variable is LBS, output variables is kilograms. So your input you take and convert that one into kilograms now. So for that, you go with take a new thing, go for Google and see what is the formula to convert LBS to kg. Okay. So to convert LBS to kg, multiply the LBS by value 0.453. Okay. So what is the thing they are telling? To convert LBS into kg, multiply the LBS by 0.453. Okay. So now you go with Atom Text Editor. So already 2 files are there. So close that particular things. Go for file, new file. So under new file, you take one for HTML. So give it as HTML tree setter. So again, new file. So here you take it as JavaScript. So we have taken two files. One is the HTML, the other one is the JavaScript. So go for file, save the contents before you go. So under saving the contents, I will save it as exercise.html. So this save this particular content because it is a HTML file. So I'm saving it as exercise.html, save the contents. So then you go for this one, go for saving. So take it as exercise.js. So this is the names what we have given, exercise.html and exercise.js. So now I go with HTML. So give the title. So title you give it as exercise 1. Okay. So under the body, you take the heading. So H1. So you take it something called conversion from LBS to KG. So conversion from LBS to KG. Okay. So now I'm going to add the script file here. So where you have to add the script file. So now you had script. So when you go with script, so it will take source. So take this one, source. So what is the source? So you take it as, sorry, you give it in small letter, exercisc, exercise.js. Okay. So here I'm taking it here. Okay. So I have taken simply conversion from LBS to KG. Okay. So the front end part is finished. Go with a JavaScript file. So under JavaScript file, now you have to take a input variable. So what is the input variable? It is LBS. So take where LBS equals. So now you have to give the value for that. So I'll be taking it as prompt, enter the value, for pounds. So it is pounds, enter the value for pounds. So next you take an output variable is kg. So I am taking input variable to take the value for the pounds. Next I am taking the kg. So where kg is equal to you, what is the formula? LBS star 0.453. Okay. So now whatever the value is given, that will be multiplied with 0.453 and that you are going to print it here. So printing, so I'll be taking it as alert. So alert. So under the alert, so you can take so something called converted kg colon. So converted kg colon, you take that particular value. What is the kg? Okay. So this is the alert what we have taken. So now you save this particular content file, you go with a save. So go for HTML, go for file, save, go for edit, copy the path. So when you copy the path, now use come for this particular, here you paste, Control V, enter. So it is asking you enter the value for pounds. So while entering the value for pounds, you give something called 50. Okay. Okay. So converted kg is equal to 22.65. Okay. So then you are getting conversion from LBS to kg. Okay. So this is the thing. Suppose what happens if you put it in the head? So let's go with a head concept. So save. Now you refresh this particular page. So it is asking you for pounds. So I give it as 100. So converted kg is equal to 100 into 0.453 will get you 45.3. Okay, so this is the conversion from LBS to kg. Understood? So that is simply we have gone with a conversion. So and how you are going to include HTML with a JavaScript. Okay, so understood up to here? Yes, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you come for the, after the demo of that particular thing, so now you come for the part 4. So come for the part 4. So part 4 is nothing but operators. So operators, so which are the operators what we are going to see? Okay, so now you come for the new concept. So all these operators we are going to execute inside. So execute everything inside console. Okay, so in the first class of the JavaScript also we have executed everything in the console only. So again you are going to execute operators here. It's time to learn about comparison and logical operators with the JavaScript. These operators allows us to begin to add logic to our JavaScript code. There are also 5 quick exercises at the end of this lecture. So let's go with a demo. Okay, so for the demo, so I will be closing this particular page. So close this particular page and have a new tab. So having the new tab, so on this particular link, go for the word inspect here. So you want right click. So right click and you will have the inspect here. Click on inspect. So in that you are having the console. Okay, so console is there. Now you come for the execution. Okay, so which are the operators? So we have seen arithmetic operators, relational operator, logical operators, etc. Okay, so in now session we are going to discuss about logical, relational, and logical operators. So which are the relational operators? Yes, can you tell? Yes, which are the relational operators? Is anybody in the group? Which are the relational operators? So arithmetic operators plus, minus, star, slash, percent. So relational operators lesser than or equal to, greater than or equal to, or double equals or not equal. So similarly, logical operators are and or not. Okay. So now we shall go with an example. So come for the Boolean. So I will give the demo like this. So if you give Boolean, which are the Boolean values you are having? So if you give true, it will give true. If you give false, it will give you false. So that means these are the two Boolean values what we have. Okay. So now you come for the greater than. So under greater than. So greater than, you give it as 3 greater than 2. So what is 3 greater than 2? So 3 greater than 2. The condition is true. So you are getting it as true here. So similarly, 2 is greater than 2 is greater than
Item
5.
text editor is not visible, sir.
Pardon?
Screen is not visible, sir. Item text editor.
Can you see now? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So as you
Yes,
get
sir.
2 is greater than 5. Is 2 is greater than 5? No. So for that, you are getting it as false. Okay. So that is greater than. So similarly, you can go with a less than also. So less than will get you the same true or false. So it's all general. So nothing more to tell here. So now I go with some concept called equality. So equal. So greater than, lesser than, greater than or equal to, lesser than equal to, you all know all these concepts. Okay. So now you come for the equal. So when you come for equals, so I will be giving 2 double equals 2. So on left also it is a integer, on right also it is a integer. So you are getting it as true here. Okay. So you will get it as true. Okay. So similarly, if you take something in double quotes, so you take user double equals Java. So what will be the condition? So this one is not equal to this one. So you are getting it as false here. So it works for equality will works for both integer as well as character also. So suppose if you take user double equals, if you take user here also, so what it is telling, it is showing you as true. Okay, this is false, this one is true. So similarly, now you see, so I will be giving double equals 2. Is it true? So I've given an integer in double quotes. So when you use double quotes, will you, for a number, will you use double quotes? So kindly remember, for numbers, you won't use double quotes. If you use double quotes, it will be considered as string. Understood? So it will be considered as string. So now this one is a string and this one is a number. Are strings and numbers are same? Is it equal? Yes, you have to answer.
Yes, sir.
Is the strings and number, this is of in string data type, this one is of integer data type, both are equal? Or both are equal? I'm asking you. Understanding? So if you give 2, here it is of integer, here also it is integer, both are integers, it's equal. String, here also it is string, so string and string, you are getting it as equal, it is true. But here I'm taking a sequence, this one is a string and this one is a integer. So are both are equal?
Yes, sir.
No, they are not equal. This is double quote you are giving, it is representing it as string. So this one, it is representing it as integer number. So string is not equal to integer. So what you are getting this true, it is wrong. Okay. So in order to get this one is not equal to this, you should get it as false. So for that, you should give it like this. So 2 triple equals 2. Okay. So yeah, you will be giving like this. So now you see, so it is telling as false. Okay. So when you go with a equal, not equal, so if here you take string and here you take number, so you should make use of triple equals. 3 equals you should give, then only it will give you this one is not equal to this. So it is showing you as false because false is the right answer because this one is a string and this one is a number. So string and int are different. So you are getting it as false. Understood? So similarly, now you go with a, so now you tell,
Yes, sir.
I take the number is 5. So 5 is the number. So not equal to 5. So is it correct? So what you are getting, this one is not equal to 5. Is it correct or not? Just understand, don't go for the number. String is not equal to number. This one is string, this one is integer. Just don't go with a number 5 here. Just see what type it is. So here it is a string, here it is a number. So string is not equal to integer. So you should get it as true. Okay, because it is not equal, because string is not equal to integer. So you should get it as true, but it is showing as false. Okay, so in order to get that, so what you are going to do, don't give double equals 5. So now you will get it as true, because this one 5 what you have taken, this one is a string and this one is a integer. Is string not equal to integer? Yes, it is not equal to integer. So you are getting it as true. Okay, so understand this one. This is very, very important. Okay, so string should not be equal to integer. So for that, what should be used? 3 equal should be used. Okay, so that is up to Boolean. So now you have to go with clearing this particular thing. So go again, inspect and go for the console. So now I am going to have the something called logical. So different things. So first we have gone with a relational. So next you come with a logical. So logical operators. So which are the logical operators we have? So first you have the word and. So having the word and. So and means both of the results should be equals. So I will be giving 1 double equals 1 and 2 double equals 2. So what it will show you? It will show you as true. Okay. So now you take this particular one. 1 double triple equals 1 double ampersand 2 double equals 2. Okay. So now you see the condition. Is this string 1 is equal to number 1? Yeah, the condition will go false. Here the condition will get true. So false and true. So will you give you in false, because the and both of the results should be equal. Then only you will get it as true. Here this condition is getting false and this one is getting true. So false into true, you are getting it as false and true. You are getting it as true. So now after and, now you come for the or concept. So under the or, one of the conditions should be true. So I will be giving something called 1 double equals 2 or. So you take it as 1 double equals 1. Okay. So is 1 double equals 2? No, the condition is false. Or 1 double equals 1? Yes, the condition is true. So what is the or? He will tell if the condition is one of the condition is true, the result will be true. So that is the concept of or. Okay. So now you come for the not. So take the not concept. So under the not, you give something called 1 triple equals 1. 1 triple equals 1. Yes, the condition is true. Okay. So you can have the other one, not of 1 triple equals 1. 1 triple equals 1 means you are getting it as true. Not of true is false. So here, this is the false what you are getting. Understood? So that will be the demo on and or not symbols. Okay. So in this class, we have gone with a connecting of the HTML with a JavaScript. Then you have gone with some of the operators. We have already seen arithmetic operators. Now we have seen gone with relational and logical operators. Okay. So this is up to today's class. So next you go with a next example. So next one, we go with a control flow in the next upcoming classes. Okay. So have you understood up to here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So kindly go through the lecture in the YouTube channel, work using the Autumn text editor and make a connectivity between the JavaScript and the HTML. Go through the video and practice. Okay. So this is up to today's class. Kindly like, share, subscribe for the channel and get the knowledge of the JavaScript. Okay. So thank you. Meet you in the next class.